24 hours of Sea of Thieves just simply wasn't enough. But if you missed that video, don't sweat it, I'll catch you up to speed. There was magic, murder, mayhem, and mercy. Okay, maybe not that one, but revenge, friendships, my partner in crime Dave, love, loss, and my quest to complete the Shroud Breaker, which is where we will be picking up today in my 48-hour journey through the Sea of Thieves. Stars of the Thief was next on the list. I stopped by an unnamed port along the way, but they wouldn't let me in. I stood outside the window hoping someone would feel bad and open up, but they never did. When I arrived at the starport, I couldn't help but notice a skeleton ship watching close by. Don't mind me, I'm just here for business. I was given a new book that I could use to help find this chest. Oh, maybe over here? Ah, there we go. And a spyglass to study the stars. While heading towards the shark, I actually stumbled across some treasure too. That could have been so bad. I do not want that anywhere near my boat.
A few moments later.
Yes, okay, that might have been my fault. I found my guy from the sky, fought off some little stinkers, and then I finally claimed my gem. While on my way to the second piece of the puzzle, I sailed through some pretty lights, so of course I just had to abandon my ship and investigate, come on. Once in the temple, I disrespected some statues, and I actually even picked up a girl. Yeah, tonight works for me. We could just grab a movie, maybe some food after, and then oh, ghosted. On the plus side, I did get to walk away with a decent amount of treasure. So after dropping that off at the nearest port and uncovering the next gem, I was able to convince this guy here to spit out a crab totem. And just like that, we were one step closer to our Shroud Breaker being complete. Okay, well I guess technically we have to deliver it first, but that's no problem. Yeah, oh no, that's not good. That is not good. Oh, that is really not good. No, it was not. Anyways, I continued on nonetheless, and since I was so close to the port, I decided to venture by rowboat instead. It wasn't ideal, but it did get the job done. So with that out of the way, Wild Rose was our next target. After reading the romance novel for this tale, I headed up to obtain their box of memories. Howdy fellas, don't mind me, I'll make it quick. Okie dokie, take care guys. I went down to collect George's spices, and then back up for a music box, and then back down to turn it in. Oh wait, who's that? Johnny? Great. This guy was an issue. If I wanted to progress this tale, then I needed to return my items to the island safely. But the good news is that I still had the element of surprise. Dang it, why? Why do I always crash? Okay, no problem, maybe he didn't hear. So far so good, almost there. And look at that, we actually made it without him finding us. Huh. Oh, no, he knew. Turns out he was actually a super nice guy. And after some hanging out, he went on his way. And I did too. Back down again, but at least it was to finally find Rose. Well, great, she's dead. There is no way this is telling me to go north. Yeah, just give me stinking George. Noise. And with that, the lovers were once again reunited. Long lost love, back together. But this just reminded me how alone I am. If only there was a way to bring true happiness into my life. Oh, what's that, Dave? Spend some money? Oh, that's a great idea! I completely forgot I had so many coins laying around. So I went and bought a Kraken haul for a joke I'll make in about 10 seconds. Black sails, a gun, not a pet, but wanted to show him anyways. This weird fish guy, and a hunter's wheel to top it all off. And there she is, my new home. Well, now that I'm feeling much better, I should probably get back to business. So with that, let's get Kraken. Up next was the Art of the Trickster. I'm not sure why this one comes from a skeleton bird, but I won't ask questions. I got you, dude. I uncovered the treasure, set off some explosions, and left relatively unharmed. It wasn't until I was looking over my map when things started to go south. Oh! What in the world? What's going on out here? Oh, who's this guy? What? Before I could grasp what was going on, this other guy got down to business. He was bucketing water out of my ship and boarding it up. Although things for mine were actually starting to look bright, his ship was a different story. Although I felt bad, I still needed to tend to the pool down below. And after all said and done, I noticed something fishy. Why was the respawn mermaid still here? And why was my boat leaving me? What in the world is going on? Hey, what is he still doing here? This little worm was still on my boat, and now it needed some more fixing. After surviving the storm, I returned to finish my quest. But before heading to shore, I did a quick sweep, and guess who it was? Little Ratman himself. He jumped off the boat, swam away, and after a little while, I was pretty sure he was gone. It's quiet. Too quiet. No, something seems off. Did you see that? I knew it. I knew it. Sometimes violence really is the answer. I erased what he drew on my map and set sail for the next island. I dodged, I weaved, and I set the barrel key down and prepared to fight. For crying out loud, they just don't stop coming. And when the captain of the lair finally decided to show up after a good 10 minutes, he died instantly. There's probably something poetic about him dying to his own traps, but the point is, I had my moon totem and I was out of there. And after some close calls on the way out, I was finally back to the safety of my own ship. Huh? What? Why is... I don't know, man. It was doing just fine on its own for the past, 30 minutes. What? I don't know. Anyways, I showed up to the moon cave, opened the door, smacked some more bony boys, and returned yet another vital piece of the shroud breaker that we're after. And lucky for me, all we had to do to start the next tall tale was die. For the fate of the Morningstar, I was tasked to reclaim some lost souls. So, I proceeded to dig up a corpse and get hunting. As I typically do, I spent 30 minutes wandering around before realizing I was in the wrong spot. Oh my gosh, it says Old Faithful Isle. Good news is, as I was leaving, I witnessed the yacht party where everyone shot off their flares, so good vibes all around here. Once on the real island, the ghosts revealed themselves and everything was back on track. The first guy that I followed ended up being a wimp, but at least the second was cool. For the third guy, I had to search in the middle of the ocean for a stupid key, and just when I thought I had finally found it, I died. But I came back to free his soul, I got lost in some rock and roll, and before I knew it, I was drifting away, back to the ferryman to complete the tale. Oh, Revenge of the Morningstar, I like it. I set sail for Boulder Cay, where I uncovered some notes that read about a treasure being between a palm tree and a rock. Easy enough. Palm tree and a rock, alright, should be right here. Okay, how about this palm tree and a rock? Okay, this one. How about this guy? Okay, what kind of stupid person made this book? Oh, look at that, between a palm tree and a rock. And what was inside this chest was unique. A Morningstar uniform, which we will be using as a disguise. So here's the mission. Don the uniform found in the chest and sail into Sanctuary Outpost. Once you break ground, I need you to head over to the tavern where you'll find Tracy. If the file is accurate, then you should only be recognizable as an official Morningstar crewmate. Talk to her, get what info you can, and feel free to rattle Tyler across the way for anything she may have left out. Good. Now head to the disclosed location, remove any obstacles, and decrypt the message that leads to the skull. Oh, nice. That was pretty simple. No, there's more. Okay. There should be a second location. Go there. You might run into some trouble, but just hold off as long as you can. And whatever you do, don't approach the enemy alone. They are too strong for you. That's why we'll be sending in backup. Their job is to distract and take down their ship while you continue to pursue the mission and claim the chalice. Well, that was interesting. Stop doing that. I'll tell you when we're done. The third and final location shouldn't be far. After you arrive, place the items on the altar. This will summon Greymorrow, the skeleton boss. No, not him, that's just a normal skeleton. Greymorrow. He won't be easy. We have some insiders there to help out, but it will mostly be up to you. So good luck, and I'm signing off. Alright, not so bad. And just like that, another gem for the books. This meant that we were finally able to begin the conclusion of our tale and embark upon the shores of gold. So without further ado, let's get a Morningstar haul? It'll catch on. Once I pulled into Morrow's Peak Outpost, I spoke with Grace and gave us this book which contains the means to reveal the secret location of the shores of gold that we've been grinding to uncover for our entire journey. Oh wait, it's just labeled? Has that always been there? Okay, well that doesn't matter, because now we have the Shroud Breaker to aid the way, and I'd be a fool to go here alone, so before arriving, I decided to call upon a friend to stand by our side. All we had to do was catch him before reaching that rock in the distance, which should be very doable. And there we go. Oh. With our new friend aboard, we were going to be unstoppable. I think I'll name him Timothy. As Timothy and I approached the shores, things got a bit wild. But once through, I paused for a second to take it all in and started the quest. The island contains 4 vaults. The first was a normal puzzle found anywhere else. The second contained a map that made me run around looking for symbols, but nothing I couldn't handle. The third, on the other hand, really started to test my patience with these stupid spikes. First try, baby. And with that one out of the way, there was one left, which was far too easy for an adventurer like me, which left us with 4 medallions that I had to individually carry to the top of this mountain to put them in place. And what did we get for all this? A coin. Just a single coin. After reading what to do next, I had to pull my boat around to the harbor. Chill, little man, I'm just pulling it around. Chill! I just said I'm pulling it around! I launched myself into position, and soon I was at the entrance of the Belly of Gold. Parkour! Oh, great. After some tiptoeing around the cave, fighting some skeletons, and flexing on the mini-boss, if I was in the Belly of Gold earlier, then now I'm in the heart.
Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary.
Oh, don't clip that. Legendary? Not so much. Painfully long? Yes, no exaggeration when I say I shot bullets into this man for 34 minutes straight. I was beginning to lose my grip on reality, and at some point I accidentally ate the rest of Timothy. There, I said it. And the clip I'm going to show you next is my live reaction of hitting the final blow and killing the gold hoarder. Nothing. No response at all. I had 0 brain activity by the end of this. Oh, man. Anyways, I claimed the throne and listened to this man's speech as he faced the wrong way the entire time, and then I headed home. I was nearly struck down by an active volcano, but did make it back in one piece to sell off the skull, and with that, we were done. We successfully completed the quest we set out for, but something just felt off. Well, Dave, I did it. I reached the shores of gold. Yep. Oh, he was nothing. He was so easy. He just took a while. I know. But listen, I still don't feel like a pirate. I know it's unreasonable and I should, but I don't. I just don't. Do you have any idea where I should go next? Are you pointing to the beach? Do you want me to go to the beach? Oh. Okay. And so I did. And there waiting was a lady. A lady who introduced me to a pirate's life. Ladies, gentlemen, let me introduce you to the next chapter of my story by entering into the Rift. There were ghostly parrots, ghostly ships, ghostly ghosts. I mean, if there was anywhere to become a real pirate, I think we're in the right place. The only thing we would benefit from now is a guide. So, let's go find one. Let's see if anyone's willing to help us out. These guys seem too busy. Oh, I like these guys. But nah. I traveled deeper into the cave, went down a waterslide, found a town, and ventured on in.
Scurvy sea devils who stole
Who in the
me
world is
plunder
talking?
and jailed me up
There's
here.
no one in there.
Climb up here.
Huh?
Lower me cage.
Yeah, okay. This wasn't quite the guide I was looking for, but it'll do. We got to know each other and ventured on. Wait, I can just place you on a body? Why have I been carrying you around? Uh-oh. That's not good. Alright, you're coming back with me. Let's go. We got out of there, found his real body, and he gave me a ship to help infiltrate the enemy. Once on board, I blended in with the crew, and when I got a chance, I slipped below deck to sneak around. The only thing really notable down here was this cute dog, but once he disappeared, this guy Jack just wouldn't stop talking to me, so I let him out of his cage. Hey, so, you want to see a dead body? Pretty cool, isn't it? Hey! Oh, where'd you go?
The last thing I remember
Oh.
was standing at the
Maybe next time. We ran into some trouble on deck. Man Medusa over here thinks he's some pretty hot stuff. So we fired at his ship and killed all his guys. We were starting to look like a pretty good team. And with that, I got on out of there. I'm not sure what this lady's doing anymore. She just spit into a cup and is now shaking it up. Like, there's no way anything good comes out of there, right? Whoa! Okay, I take it back, I take it back. Anyways, the sunken pearl. The location ended up being on the opposite side of the map, so I sunk my ship to fast travel and it actually worked out really well. I found some wreckage and swam down below to reveal the black pearl in all its glory. I looked around a bit, found a magic compass, and followed it into a cave system where I had to do some more statue puzzles. I would never turn down a moment to disrespect some art. And sure, some sea life may have gotten in the way, and perhaps a siren or two, but I don't know, nothing to be afraid of. Okay, well, I didn't mean you. Is he looking at me? Oh, he is definitely looking at me. But I ventured on, and I ended up finding a boat. I boarded it, and then I shot some cannons. Like, a lot of cannons. Some would say too many cannons. I'm not letting you leave until you see all of my cannon footage, and I have a lot. Oh, never mind. Okay, I forgot something actually does happen here. No, not actually. It's just more cannons. Once he eventually tapped out, though, I climbed off the boat and into a throne room, where I fought the Siren Queen, who died in about a minute, so. But afterwards, I found these weird statues, and after I destroyed them, out popped my man Gibbs. Anna Maria, good to see you again. Huh? Who the heck is this guy? Okay. And with them now free, we headed back to the beach, where we were given a compass that points directly to Jack. Buddy, we're gonna get you back. Okay, here we go. Which one of you is Jack? Huh? You're not him either. This was going to be a bit more complicated than I thought. Using a lockpick that I found, I snuck into the castle, and pretty soon I knew I was on the right track. But I wasn't the only one. With this other crew hot on his trail, I needed to make sure I found him first. We arrived at the next village and got straight to business. Has anybody seen Jack? Shoot. Wait, Jack? Well, I mean, kinda. But once I got to the room with the barrels of rum, I knew he had to be nearby. I mean, maybe? Yep, that's the one. Alright, let's go. And we got out of there, and removed any obstacles that might impede our ride home. But with him back on the Black Pearl, and me on my ship, there was very little that could bring us... Oh, okay, well, yeah, I guess the Kraken. Why does this always happen every time? Alright, anyways, I knew that if anywhere Jack would show up, it would be the local bar, so I headed there. And lo and behold, there he was, safe and sound. And so, we got to chatting.
They reminded me that our Sea of Thieves is a special place. A place where you can be a pirate and a good man.
A place where anything's possible. Even falling in love with this idiot.
True, I hate that guy. And so after a quick drink, we headed home, where we started the Dark Brethren. Wait, hold on. What is she doing? What is she drawing? No, I gotta figure this out. Okay, so one line there. Looks like a small one there. One here, oh, and here. Okay, we're getting places, It doesn't quite make sense yet, but, oh, what's she doing now? What is, oh, I think she wants me to rotate. Okay. All right, what do you got now? One more, okay, yeah, one right there. And, okay, oh, it all makes sense. You see it, right? Here, let me just move them around. There we go.
Wait, we are not alone.
What, the stick bug? Yeah, I know. I talked with Jack back on my boat, and he pointed me where to go next. Things were actually going pretty fine until the shark showed up, but Jack had a plan. I mean, it wasn't a good plan. At least he was somewhat helpful by opening up the doors that popped us out into a room called the Chamber of Sorrows. Get it? It's because everybody's crying. Once on the boat, I serenaded Jack with my music, and I think he liked it. Oh, and since we're here on a boat, you better believe they made me do some more cannon fighting. More cannons and more statues. And pretty soon, we walked in on something that I don't think I was supposed to see. Davy Jones and our good old friend, the Gold Hoarder. Oh, but he was just there though, you saw him. Which led into a new fight. A fight that was actually pretty uneventful. I mean, look at these two guys. What are you doing? And I know you're probably seeing that boat in the background, thinking to yourself, oh no, another cannon sequence. Well, don't worry, I can't actually access the boat. So this time, you get a free pass, game. You get a free pass. Wait, what's he doing up there? No. Oh, man, I just told them about it. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, there was more cannon fire. But once the bubble broke, I hopped on these little coral things, jumped out the window, and headed back to the beach. Here we had a little family meeting and decided to go after Davy Jones once and for all. First, we had to find where he was hiding, but we had pretty good reasons to believe it was that way. Once we stumbled upon his castle, we knew it was go time. Rifts started opening up left and right with ships pouring through. Once we took down a few of these, massive statues started to rise up as well. Statues and cannon fire? This was my dream come true. Jack and his crew came along to help buy some time for us to enter the island. At the top waiting for us was our boy Beckett. He watched as I committed some more war crimes and helped open the chest that forced Davy Jones out into the open. And finally, me, a solo pirate on the Sea of Thieves, was a part of a battle that was truly legendary. At least so I heard. I actually spent the entire time just making sure my boat didn't sink. And down he went. Davy Jones was no more. And pretty soon, the sea was back to normal. So we went to go check in on our new crew. And believe it or not, Jack was actually given a second chance at life. But as cool as that was, we had to say our goodbyes. Jack, thank you for everything. Gibbs, it was a pleasure. And same to you, Anna Maria. Rose, I hate you, George. And with that, I left and headed back to my own ship as we parted ways. They were good to me and helped me become a real pirate. What better way to end my 48-hour journey than... Oh, hold up, I still have a couple seconds left. Let me see. Okay, there we go. If you enjoyed this video, I make others just like it, and with that, I better get cracking.